When the G7 and NATO leaders last met, it was just a month after the invasion of Ukraine and just days before Russia pulled back from its assault on Kyiv. Ukraine surprised many by its resolve in the early days of the war. But now it's over 4 months since the start of the conflict, and it's become a deadly war of attrition in eastern Ukraine. Jamie Shea was a senior NATO official, the alliance spokesman during the Kosovo War in 1999. The bombing went on for 78 days. The Ukraine war has now lasted longer than that, and he said it's presenting many more challenges.
When we had the crisis in Kosovo, we didn't have an energy crisis, we didn't have inflation, we didn't have petrol going up at the pump, and the food crisis across the world, and all of these ripple effects that we're seeing now. We didn't have to impose the kind of sanctions on Serbia that we're imposing on Russia, an economy, of course, with which we're closely intertwined. So in that way, the economic pain, the ripple effects are much greater than what we saw then.
At both the G7 summit here in the Bavarian Alps and at the NATO meeting in Madrid, leaders will once again try to ramp up the pressure on Russia. But the plan to greenlight Finland and Sweden as new NATO members is still being held up by objections from Turkey. President Zelensky got a symbolic boost in recent days when the EU said his country could become a candidate for membership. But from the G7 and NATO, he'll want more immediate help in terms of more money and more weapons. James Bays, Al Jazeera, in the Bavarian Alps.